got a feeling really hit the ceiling. Mama ran, bum, 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 mama ran.
This song played in the last hour or two from 1980. Yep, the sentiment all along has been this sentiment. Do you think you might be being a little brainwashed here? I don't know. Um, I will say this: you're seeing JD Vance a lot now. We haven't seen vice presidents a lot, right? Like usually they just kind of go by the wayside, right? Remember Hormala and her weird giggles and stuff like that once in a blue, but they go by the wayside, right? While the president takes the helm. Why are you seeing so much of JD Vance? Are you seeing it because there's a false flag coming in which they try to do something to Trump, which would make all of us so angry we wouldn't care who we bombed and we would be out for blood, and you couldn't put any common sense into anybody saying that we were being lied to about a false flag? I said that a year ago. I'm still standing by it because they're showing JD in so many reels. They're really pushing JD. JD is the Trump replacement, and we'll all be okay with that. It's very weird, you guys, what's happening. Okay, so with that being said, I've got Susan with me, and I also wanted to make sure you went to allfamilypharmacy.com. I'm not okay with pharma. I don't love pharma, but I do like ivermectin, and I do like having some antibiotics to trade with for prepping. There are some things that I think are very beneficial, especially if you're doing hormones, bioidenticals, things like that. You can get them from allfamilypharmacy.com/Kate again, and get them from there because they come to your door. They're real doctor scripts. You don't have to find a doctor. And the thing is it helps the show stay on the air, and it helps free speech, and it's hanging by a thread. So thank you for that. And I really appreciate you doing that while supplies are good and while they have them right now. Do it. This is a good time when everyone's worried about the summer, not worried, but enjoying their summer. This is a good time to prep, actually. All right, because the deals are on too. All right, Susan, back with you.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, there has been a huge media firestorm in the last few hours, and it involves CNN. CNN said they were leaked a document from the Defense Intelligence Agency saying that there really wasn't, the sites were not destroyed by the bombing. And it just may have set the Iranians back a few months. But it also said in that it said this is a preliminary low confidence report and will continue to be refined as additional information becomes available. So low confidence means on a scale of 0 to 100%, there is just a very low percentage that it's actually accurate. So in a way, it's meaningless. But CNN ran with it, amplified it, and then the internet amplified it. So Trump came out, Hegseth came out, and just blasted the press for amplifying this. In the meantime, and these people are probably a little bit more credible, the Israeli Atomic Energy Commission came out and said the devastating U.S. strike on Fordo destroyed the site's critical infrastructure, rendered the enrichment facility inoperable, and that these strikes combined with Israeli strikes on the military has set Iran's ability to develop nuclear weapons back by many years. And it said this achievement can continue indefinitely if Iran does not get access to nuclear material. Followed by the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, came out and said, given the, and this was actually more informative, given the explosive payloads, meaning how big the bombs were, and the extreme vibration sensitive nature of the centrifuges, very significant damage is expected to have occurred. So they used 14 of these 30,000 pound bombs on individual sites, especially this one site. And so they're saying that the likelihood is good, and Israel seems happy, which, they would be the ones complaining the most if there was any question. So what we're seeing really, in a way, is a psyop spearheaded by CNN to get this message out. And think of what that does for the left. It helps the left in their message. Like Donald Trump's a screw up. He can't take credit for this. It didn't work. And so that narrative is very important to them.
Yeah.
And so that's how I see this developing. So that's what you're seeing right now.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of little moving parts that don't make sense right now, like the timing, and then also JD Vance getting a lot of airtime. And then remember, 3 months ago, Trump was saying that Iran was going to do something to him. Remember that? very
Yeah, yeah.
weird. And then Communist News Network. So whatever they say, you go the other way. They're an interesting breed over there. Are they animatronic? You know, sometimes I think so. Nice hair, nice teeth, programmed to say whatever. Anyway, welcome back. Not welcome back. We'll be right back. Kate Daly Show. More with Susan in just a moment. Stay with us.